As outlined in the manuscript associated with this video, we used a design-based research process that incorporated interviews with faculty members, faculty developers, and program leaders to identify 3 faculty development needs for the analysis and presentation of EPA-based assessment data. At the same time, we iteratively designed dashboard elements to meet these needs and revised them over the study period. In this video, I will provide an overview of the resulting faculty development dashboard. Specifically, I will demonstrate elements of the dashboard designed to analyze the faculty members' assessments, contextualize these analyses, and provide accessible and clear reporting. The participants requested that the quantitative and narrative assessment data that they had submitted be analyzed. We did this in several ways. At the top of the screen, you can select an individual faculty member. Once a faculty member's profile is loaded, their metrics appear. The quantitative analyses include the number of EPAs they have filled out, the percentage of the EPAs that they have been sent that have expired before completion, the average entrustment score they give in their assessments, and the percentage of assessments completed at each level of entrustment. The narrative analyses include the average number of words per comment. Notably, some literature has shown that this number correlates with the quality of the feedback, but we appreciate this is a very rough metric. Additionally, scrolling to the bottom of the screen loads a table that contains all the EPA assessments that this faculty member has completed. The table can be sorted by resident name or entrustment score, and the narrative comments can be searched. While these analyses were felt to be helpful, they did not have a lot of meaning to the participants without further contextualization. We developed ways to compare these analyses between faculty, rotations, residents, and the assessment system, as well as over time to provide them with further context. Comparison to faculty peers occurred throughout the dashboard. At the top, the selected faculty members' overall metrics are compared to their peers. Scrolling down, metrics including the numbers of EPAs completed, average EPA score, percentage of EPAs that expire, and average words per comment are presented as bar charts with each bar representing an individual faculty. The selected faculty member's bar is colored red. These spider plots compare the selected faculty member's EPA completion to both their peers and the overall assessment system. They demonstrate the relative rate that each EPA is being filled out within the 4 stages of Competence by Design assessment program by both the selected faculty member and all faculty members. This visual was designed to provide participants with an idea of which EPAs they are completing more than necessary and which they are never completing. Effectively, it demonstrates how a faculty member's EPA completion diverges from their peer group and the overall assessment program. Comparisons between faculty members that complete EPAs on the same rotation can be made by selecting that rotation at the top of the screen. This presents data from that rotation only, rather than the entire assessment program. It allows the metrics of a selected faculty member to be compared to other faculty members on that rotation to assess the performance of those faculty on that rotation overall. EPAs completed in a particular period of time can be overlaid within the bar graphs. When a date range is selected at the top of the screen, the metrics are presented overall and for an individualized period. Additionally, each faculty member's bar in the bar graph gets overlaid to demonstrate the performance in that period relative to overall. This was helpful for participants who wanted to determine whether a faculty member that had participated in a faculty development event had subsequently changed their assessment practices, and to get an idea of the trend of that rotation or all the faculty in the program overall. The data was contextualized by residents in 2 places. First, along with the other metrics, percentages are provided for the number of EPAs completed for residents in each stage of training. This provides some idea of how frequently the faculty member works with residents who are more junior or senior. Additionally, the table at the bottom of the graph provides resident-specific narrative data. This can be helpful, as you could imagine investigating how a faculty member provided feedback to residents who are struggling relative to residents who are excelling. This could be done simply by sorting by lower or higher entrustment scores and comparing the narrative feedback that is provided. Lastly, the participants wanted reporting of these analyses to be accessible and clear. Accessible reporting required the metrics to be easy to find. We made the data accessible to the faculty developers and program leaders, both within the dashboard and via the download of a PDF report that they could access at any time. To make an export, they first organize the dashboard however they need. Then they click the bottom in the right corner to produce a PDF report. A sample report created in this way is available in Appendix 2. Notably, versions of the PDF export are available that include and exclude the resident assessment data at the bottom of the screen. This was done so that a report could be produced that could be given to faculty without fear of sensitive resident assessment data being misplaced. Notably, the faculty participants also requested access to the dashboard so that they could intermittently check in to see how they are doing on their assessments. This feature will be enabled in future versions of the dashboard. Clear reporting related to the presentation of the analyses and how those analyses can be understood. This need was addressed primarily within the dashboard, where the organization of the features was streamlined such that general details can be selected at the very top, and then the analyses move from broad to more granular as they scroll down the page. Additionally, there are icons throughout the dashboard that, when moused over, describe each of the analytics or visualizations. The goal of these features was to make the reporting clear enough that it could be interpreted by an individual faculty member without guidance. Thanks for taking the time to review our project.